What's up, guys? It's Josh, VenomousNinetails here. So, I've all my years of experience on Twitch, YouTube, Discord. I want to discuss some viewer moderator red flags on Twitch. One is the moderator who never shows up. They will get the sword, troll you for about a month or two, and then they're gone, or maybe they're still around but hardly ever. The reality is, 9 times out of 10, they just want the sword as a way to bully the streamer. But they end up leaving your chat and thinking they're entitled, or they own you now because they're your mod. There's rare exceptions like the school teacher or the mechanic that like works double shifts. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the guys who still have time to gossip, have nothing better to do with their lives except talk about their failure to get and keep a girlfriend, and they never show up to moderate. I'm talking about that kind of mod. And they think that like having a sword makes them special. They're toxic, ban them. Red flag number 2, the instant 10K viewers, instant billionaire viewer / moderator. They will harass you, gaslight you, or they'll be nice and polite, but use the lover boy method to manipulate you. What they really want, by the way, look up the lover boy method, I'm not going to go into detail here, is to get you to compromise your morals and boundaries. They don't give a crap about you as a person. They don't give a crap about you as a content creator. They couldn't give a crap if you're creating content you're proud of or not. They're usually trying to either force subathons or force you to do something you don't want. They're always pushing the envelope, and they're trying to make you feel like you're not good enough. Whether they do it in a super polite way, which is called love bombing, but it's technically just a more deceptive form of gaslighting, or if it's straight up rude gaslighting or regular gaslighting. Here's a hint: you should ban them. They've made their ulterior motives clear. They don't care about your success. They don't care about you creating content you're proud of. Ban them. Viewer moderator red flag number 3. They don't just know what city you live in. They've used landmarks to look up where you live. That's creepy regardless of their sex. The fact they chose to do this and it's not a life or death situation, and they can be like, well, I'm preparing in advance if it is. Or they use a, I'm their friend, I can do whatever I want excuse. No, it's creepy and there's no excuse for it. If you think that's okay, choose better friends that won't do that. It's not a unique skill. Everybody knows how to do this, but nobody actually does it. Why? Because it's a violation of privacy, and 99% of people instinctively realize that. If you don't, you're a creep. No excuse for it except in a life or death circumstance. Do not allow this. That's someone that should go. Ban. Red flag number 4. The modder viewer who thinks that because they have a VIP badge or because they have a sword, no one else is... they own you and no one else is allowed to try to be your friend. That's kind of entitled behavior, and I don't know why you're friends with such a person. I don't know why you gave them a sword, but there's a lot of mental illness going on there. No, just a million times, no. Red flag number 5. They try to control your content on and off stream. They give you suggestions of things you find way too cringe to do and you'll never do, even if you're a cringe lord. And it's all they talk about. Even if it's not you specifically or you directly, they probably asked you a couple times and then they never shut up about it, even if it's someone else. They don't know how to take no for an answer. This is not a healthy friendship. This is not someone you should have as a mod or it's basically saying my way or the highway and trying to make you extremely insecure, or saying it enough times to where you think there's more pressure to do it than there actually is. And let me put a Twitch myth in that a lot of streamers believe. They're afraid to ban people until they're bigger. So they thought like that in the past and they refuse to do it now. Nowadays, they will straight up ban people. Why? Because the viewer that's always trying to intentionally make you uncomfortable for the sake of making you uncomfortable, or telling you to do something you don't want to do, is making everybody else uncomfortable, and people are leaving quietly. They are finding new communities and they are relocating themselves. You will never be a big creator if you listen to these idiots. I'm just telling you this right now. It is toxic. It is manipulative, and you can do better. If you're wondering, the creator I actually look up to who does streamer education is Catliente, and she tweeted a couple threads of this on X, formerly called Twitter. That still sounds weird. I think I'm just going to call it Twitter. But yeah,